today we're going to be taking care of Mr. Jones Smith, who's presented with a wound infection on his feet. The doctors ordered cefazoline, which is an antibiotic to help him with the wound. So today I'm going to be getting my drug. I've gotten my drug from the pieces. I'm going to do my first check. But before that, I need to wash my hands because I don't want to contaminate anything. So wash my hands, let it dry. And then my drug, cefazoline. So right drug, cefazoline. Right dose, which is 500 milligrams. I have a 1 gram vial here. Right route, which is through IV. Right patient, which is for Mr. Jones Smith. And right time, which is right now. And I'll be giving it every 8 hours. So this is my drug. I'm going to take this, swab it thoroughly. And I'm also going to swab this sterile water vial. I'll be checking my drug monograph, which is on that end of the table. So I'll take my drug monograph and check how I'm going to be administering the medication. So for this one, it says the usual dose is 500 milligrams to 1 gram, and that is what we have here, which is good. For reconstitution, it says to add 10 milliliters of sterile water to a 1 gram vial for a final volume of 10.6 ml and a final concentration of approximately 95 milligrams per ml. Then further dilute in 50 ml of normal saline. It says 10 to 100 ml, but I'll be doing 50 ml and administer over 20 minutes. So take this, swab, and let it air dry. Now I can get my syringe, connect it carefully. I don't want to touch the end so I don't contaminate. I'm going to be taking 10 ml of sterile water, so make sure it's 10 ml. Insert into my sterile water vial, which I've swabbed, and then take it out. So we need 10 ml. We want to avoid air bubbles as well. Make sure it's 10 ml, no air bubbles. Awesome. So take this out, check for air bubbles. Ensure it's 10 ml, yes. So now I'm going to put it in my cefazoline powdered medication vial. Carefully. Sometimes this caps are really, and then fill it up. So we'll fill that up, put in all the medication. Now I'm going to shake, because I want to dissolve it thoroughly. Now that it's completely dissolved, I'm going to need 5.4 ml because the final volume for a 1 gram vial is 10.6. So half of that will be approximately 5.4 ml, 5.3 ml, sorry. So I'm going to take my needle, uncap it, pull out 5.4. Inject it, and then take 5.4 out. You don't want any air bubbles in there. So be careful. Okay, perfect. So we have 5.4 ml.
So I went into the room and
Tap it.
I was like
Using the and I'm going to do one more check once again. So my second check, this is the right drug, which is cefazoline. The right dose, 500 milligrams, which is 5.3 ml. The right route, which is IV. The right time, which is right now, and do it every 8 hours. I want to make sure that I put this in my secondary bag because we're going to be giving it IV and not through IV push. So I'm going to take this, then I'm going to swab thoroughly for 30 seconds. Let it air dry, and then inject my medication carefully. So we have our antibiotic in my normal saline. And then I'm going to label. Now, We're going to be putting cefazoline in 0.9 normal saline. Dose is 500 milligrams, which is the medication I just put in. My volume will be the total volume, so the volume in the bag plus the volume of the medication I just added, which is 55.3 ml. The diluent is normal saline, 0.9 normal saline. The concentration is going to be 9.04 milligrams per ml. So that's the total dose, which is 500 milligrams of the drug, over the total volume, which is 55.3, which gives me 9.04 milligram per ml. So I put that down there. Today's date is October 20, 2016, and my signature. Now I can label my secondary MiniBag and have it for my patient. I already did my check, but I can do one more check, it doesn't hurt. So we have cefazoline, 500 milligrams through IV, which is how I'm going to be giving it now every 8 hours. And right patient for Mr. Joe Smith, and right reason for his wound infection. So now we can go to the bedside. I'm going to take my Mara along because I want to do one more check at the bedside. Make sure everything I need is here. Knock, knock. Hello, Mr. Jones. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
So, can you tell me your name?
My name is Jones Smith,
Thank you, and your date of birth.
November 3.
Awesome. And you don't have any known allergies.
No.
So that is good. So now I'm going to be putting your medication, which is your antibiotic for your wound infection. First off, I already have my bag labeled, and this is my line. So I want to take out my this to hang my primary bag. I can stop it.
Take off the blue cap.
Take this.
On the MiniBag.
Hang it lower. So we're going to be using the piggyback method. It helps to prime the bag because you don't lose any medication that way. Has your wife come in today to see you yet?
I think she said she's coming later today.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
Oh, that's exciting. So I'm going to remove this and make sure that it's upside down so my medication doesn't spill. I don't want to touch any ends, if not I break my sterile technique. That is attached. I'm going to need an alcohol swab. So I'm going to attach this before the pump because the pump is going to infuse it, right? So I want to make sure that I swab this
You can close the roller flap.
for 30 seconds. My bag is already covered, so I'm going to open the cover and make sure that I don't touch the end of it. And then attach carefully, making it secure. Now to prime it, apparently we have two sets here, so I don't know, I have to remove this one because I'm not using this one. Oh no, it's the same one. Okay, so now to prime it, I'm going to ensure that it's unclamped. Okay, good. Then I'm going to open the line and make sure it's lowered.
Hours for 30 minutes. And I calculated it
Awesome. So this is half full. The bag is almost empty, so it probably won't go all the way, but I'll make sure that it's above the line. After that is done, I can hang it up. And then this will infuse at least 3 drops. And that is how you make sure that your bag has been hung. Also, I'm going to make sure I come back and check for any adverse effects with Mr. Jones, if he's feeling nauseous, if he's feeling tired, if he's feeling anxious. To make sure that I set the rates right, I'm going to stop my primary as I did, and then press start to begin the secondary. The rate is going to be 166 ml per hour. The volume is going to be 50 ml, and then I can click start. And it started to infuse. So that's how I'll make sure. Now for my documentation, take this. So sign for with my initials now, and come back in 8 hours and give him another dose of that. Thank you very much. Bye.